we are back to another edition of Rasslin Talk. You already know it's your boy Don Julio, my man D, the encyclopedia of wrestling, and of course, our own John Cena. He's back.
Yes.
He's back.
What's up?
Our man, Mr. Reese.
The TikTok sensation.
The
right.
champ is here.
The champ is here.
Ooh, it's upside down.
Good.
It's upside down. Looks like the champ is here.
Hey, so I got a question, Reese. Did you
That looks good.
send in an order for the AEW replica?
I want that.
Man, look. I can't be maxing out credit cards. I ain't spent too much money.
There you go.
Buying belts and yeah, that's a pretty penny. That's like $600-700
Yeah,
for
I might want to
AEW
say
belt.
that. Facebook Marketplace, man.
No, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it directly from AEW.
That's dope.
Make sure it's legit.
They might even have it at Pro Wrestling Tees.
Nah,
Hey,
No?
they don't even have the action figures. You gotta order that online.
Okay. All right.
I was like, damn.
by next year, I will have the belt. Definitely.
Nice.
Yes, I'm
You know what
So you-
I want? And I still want that belt that you're holding, man.
You still want this belt?
Man, you think it's over, bro. It's not over, man.
You can't have this belt.
Ah, come on, bro. I want
You know
it.
why? Because my name is already on it. You
That's
can't
cool,
have
man.
it. You can't have
I'll take
this
it off,
belt.
man. I got a
No,
screwdriver.
you can't take it off. You don't have the right screwdriver. You don't.
I still want
Reese.
that belt, Mr. Reese, Mr. Mo.
Reese,
I would take both of y'all. 2-on-1.
Okay.
Let's go.
Remember what
2-on-1.
happened last time, man? Just
Yeah,
remember.
you sneak attacked me. You sneak attacked me. Yeah, that's what it was. You
yeah,
snuck
and his
up on
daughter
me.
chastised him.
Right, yeah.
Hey, I bet she got better promo skills than you do.
She probably does. You know, I wouldn't put that beside. You know, just definitely.
Actually, she cut a promo at D before too.
Really,
Yes.
really
Yeah.
good. Somebody needs to cut a promo on D.
Oh man.
Because I'm
So
coming for
Reese-
you, D. I'm coming.
So
I'm
Reese-
coming for you.
I gotta ask you, man, how is it having 10,000 subscribers or followers on TikTok?
Shy of
Famous,
11,000. Just shy of 11,000 to be more correct.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Dude, I'm the words is it's overwhelming. Not really overwhelming, more so it's a big surprise because I didn't expect people to really grasp to the craziness that I was putting out there. I didn't know a lot of people was gonna like it. I was just finding something to do during the pandemic, since we was in quarantine. And yeah, I had a couple videos start off, they went viral, and then from there it just kept going, and then the subscribers followers just went up from there.
Well, I guess
But
the
I'm honored.
question that well, you should be. And the question
Yeah.
that everyone's been asking and wondering is, how did you do it, man?
Well, it all started back when I was 5 years old.
I thought you were gonna do the Fresh Prince beginning. Born and raised in the
We're on the west side of Chicago.
West side, yeah.
K-Town.
K-Town,
L-Town.
I'm sorry, L-Town.
L-Town.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm
Get
from
it right.
K-Town.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm. That's all right. That's okay.
It's cool,
Oh,
man.
man. I don't even know how to explain it. I have a lot of stuff going on in my head, and sometimes I try to put it out on camera. So TikTok was the platform for that, and thankfully, a lot of people liked it. I think we have a few 100,000 likes here and there for some things, some videos. So yeah.
Well, I was gonna
Well,
play
shit.
video, from your
one?
TikTok page, but you know what? D, he makes more sense. He told me, you know what? Let's have Reese Mo promote his TikTok page. That way, people could actually go on your TikTok page and give you views and check it out.
Yeah, because
I mean,
people
that's
are lazy. People are lazy. You know
I
that,
mean,
Reese.
you can play one video, and then I can plug it. But yeah, follow me if you're on the top of Tix. You can definitely follow me at OnePlusMo. You'll find all
There you
types
go.
of craziness, a lot of laughs, a lot of I don't know, a lot. That's
A lot of
all I'm
dancing.
saying. A lot of dancing, which is great because
Yes.
yeah, cardio, burning some calories. That NSYNC video was the one.
That was
Man,
good.
when I tell you, I was
That was
sore.
good.
I was sore 2 days later. That y'all don't understand. I appreciate all the comments and views. Lance Bass, even commenting all that. But guys, I was in the bed.
I tried to do it, man, but I couldn't do it as good as you.
Julio, let's talk about Julio real quick. I don't want to dwell on it too long, but let's talk about Julio with these duets onto my video.
Oh man, that was funny.
I'm not getting that. No.
Yeah,
my thing.
That's
See,
why I
here's my
stopped.
thing. My thing is on IG, and if you see my IG reels, I've had at least 2 or 3 go over 1,000. I got
I've
one
seen
that's
the,
actually gone viral.
Well, I seen you had the reaction.
laughing.
Yeah. I couldn't do those videos because I know for a fact as soon as it starts, I'm gonna start laughing. I laugh at everything. So
Yes, that's
I
why
couldn't do
it's
those
the
things.
one. It's the
I
one
see
where
a
the
baby
lady
fall,
fell
I
off
will
the.
laugh.
Oh, that's
I see
bogus.
old people fall, I
That's
laugh.
bogus.
So my video that got, I think it's close to 6,000 views already, is the
Oh,
one where the lady fell off the porch
Oh yeah,
and
I wouldn't
farted.
laugh at that. Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
what?
she was walking up the steps. Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
Oh man, good times. So Julio,
Yeah.
Good. Well, gentlemen, let's
Reese.
we're here to talk some wrestling, and once again, man, it's a pleasure to have you on. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us. It's been a long
Thank you for
time coming,
inviting me.
man. We always mention you here. We always keeping you in mind on the show because you're one of the originators here on the. I was about to say Wake Up and Win show, but wrestling
Hey.
talk.
And I think that's why you've been coming at me lately, Julio. I know
Yes.
you've been you and D been talking a lot of smack.
Well,
So
we want that
I didn't
belt, man.
forget.
Come on now.
I didn't forget. I'm coming for you. I still got my buddies over at the ringside hour. We're gonna have this match. All right.
Ooh, okay. Well, let's see when
Waffle hour?
let's see when Nilo has time.
Right. Exactly.
Waffle hour.
Well,
There you
it's
go.
gonna be a remote virtual fight.
Okay.
Because we won't be able
Cryptocurrency, huh?
you know.
We're gonna be like the Brady Bunch.
Pretty much right.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
let's
god.
talk some
Right.
wrestling,
Right.
gentlemen. Before Mo has to get out of here and eat that holiday plate that he got waiting for him, man. Because I'm hungry too,
Oh,
man.
yes.
I can't wait for.
I wish
for
you
a
guys
plate,
could
man.
smell. So I'm really excited to try. So my boy Damien, he cooked macaroni and cheese, and I'm
with
looking
bacon?
to see if he's gonna pay attention to me talking about him right now. But it's he used. I think he said he used low sodium cheese, low sodium salt, or something like that.
Cool.
Okay.
Good.
I don't know.
That
I'm looking
pretty
forward to trying it, but
It's real good.
we'll see. If not,
Good for your man
then,
parts, man.
that'll be Well, look, otherwise it's gonna be a TikTok video of me probably doing him over the banister or something. Because I was excited. It was like I thought he was gonna do stovetop macaroni or that, but he came and it's
It's something I
baked
do.
macaroni. It's a baked macaroni. Then
That's
he gave me
good.
a disclaimer. He was like, it's like a healthier baked macaroni, which I never heard of. So we're gonna see.
We'll save the
So
leftovers, man.
either you're gonna see a TikTok video of someone getting thrown over the banister, or you're gonna see a mug shot of me in jail.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't want to see you in jail, man.
No.
no. Yeah,
No.
I'm too pretty to go to jail, guys. So.
Yes.
Sexual chocolate, man. I can't see you in jail.
And I think I can't see myself in jail. What do you mean? No, we survive at all.
There you go, man. Well, let's get to it, man. Let's talk some wrestling. So today's episode, we're going to be going over the top 75 list. And D, why don't you explain to them your list? Because this is not just any ordinary list. You have to have certain qualifications and
Yes.
to make this list.
Yes. And Reese, like you asked me in our group chat, like, man, what went into this list? So this list
explain,
is the top 75 wrestlers going into the second half of 2021. And
Ooh,
we know that
alright.
this Wednesday, starting with AEW, they're going to be returning to live crowds outside of Jacksonville. So that's going to be cool. This whole month of July, you're going to see a lot of MLW, Ring of Honor, Impact, NWA. They already sold out where crowds are returning. So this is the top 75 wrestlers who have that buzz going into these live crowds. And let me tell you, there's certain wrestlers that are not on this list, and it's not because of their own doing. It's
I was
because
shocked.
the creative. It is because of the creative from that company, and they put them in that they don't have that buzz.
As long as
So-
you got Max Caster on there.
I took a little tip from Matt Caster's.
You know
Style.
what? Next time I come on here, I'm gonna have to do like Max. I'm gonna have to spit some bars to diss you guys. That's gonna be my way
wanna
of
see
cutting the
that.
promo.
There we go.
I need a writer. I need a
you go.
ghostwriter.
So yeah, Julio, that's basically the criteria. There's certain wrestlers that we can admit because we actually did this list in December, and we're like, man, there's a lot of wrestlers, and mind you, a lot of wrestlers hit that goal, but there's certain wrestlers that just drop.
I assume you don't have a lot of WWE wrestlers on there.
You'd be surprised. I was actually surprised, not that the wrestlers that were not on there, but the wrestlers that were on the list. Just because there's a lot of faces on here that we don't normally talk about, which like you said, you're more of an AEW guy, so you pay attention to AEW. So a lot of these guys in the list, you're probably gonna know who they are, but on the other hand, some of the other guys on here are gonna be like, oh, who the heck is that? Never heard of this guy, but there's a buzz, man. There's something happening there. So let's take a look at the list, man. Go ahead.
And I'll give you something, Reese. You're gonna be surprised at number 3.
If he stays on for number 3. If he stays on.
Otherwise, I'm gonna see the list, and if I disagree with it or I have some words for you, you will be getting a message from me.
I know you will. What the hell is this? I know, I'm joking. So, you guys ready?
I'm not joking.
I'm
serious.
We got 75 wrestlers. You ready, Julio?
Let's do it, man. Cool.
All right.
Starting from the bottom. Let's do it.
Woo.
Yes, there we go. Number 75. Okay. There you go, man. There you go.
Wow. 75.
They're 75. Yes.
I'm okay. So for this first set of 8, I'm very surprised by this, and mainly for the Acclaim, which I do feel like the Acclaim should be like somewhere within the 20s. That'd be another discussion. D.
That's it. Go ahead.
Warlow. Wow. Okay. Wow. I thought Warlow would be up there a little bit more. You don't think Warlow is not really like a hot topic right now?
I'll put it to you this way. There's a reason why he's 70. There's a lot of wrestlers with a lot of buzz going into there. So that's why he's at 70.
Okay.
So yeah, like the Acclaimed, I would put them higher if other guys didn't have as much buzz as them. Because I know the Acclaim is getting a lot of buzz with their promos and stuff like that on social media.
But you know what? To be on all seriousness, they are as far as the buzz with their social media and their interests, but they're not really in any storyline.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess I can see that.
So yeah, the other 3 ladies, 74
I do see them
Genocide.
as future AEW tag teams.
Oh yeah, they're actually the rankings came out today. If you go on AEW social media or their Twitter, I believe they're 4th in line for 3rd or 4th in line for a shot against the Young Bucks.
Which is surprising that they tend to still be on Dark. They tend to have they're not really putting them on Dynamite.
Yeah, so this is just the bottom of the list. And keep in mind, I could have had another 25 wrestlers to make it 100, but I want to keep it at 75.
Shout outs to the Acclaim for making the list. Shout out to them. Because those are my boys. I love them. So at least they made the list. Thank you, D.
Have you heard of Lady Frost?
Lady Frost from NWA.
Or Max the Impaler?
Max the Impaler, yes.
Okay, so here's something. Genocide, Genocide actually appeared on a few episodes of AEW Dark.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably Charlotte's height, but with Raquel Gonzalez's build.
Nice.
So she's got some. It's like, you know what? she's something there. Of course, we had to put Danny Limelight. I mean, the guy's wrestling AEW, New Japan Strong. He's got the the Bodega Boys and stuff like that. So he had to be on this list. And I had to put this guy because nobody's talking about him as far as any list, but he's done a 180 with himself, and that's W. Morrissey, formerly Big Cass. What he's doing in Impact is impressive. Like he's got that buzz that he had when he was with Enzo.
So is it just because he recently just signed with Impact, right?
Yes.
Or has he been there? Okay. Now is Enzo there as well or no?
No.
Okay.
You know what? I think you'll like Impact, man. You should check it out.
Yes.
I don't even know how to watch it. I don't even know what channel
it's connected.
Twitch.
It's connected to AEW, so you kind of like you'll know the storylines, man. You got Kenny Omega, Good Brothers in there, you know. So it's kind of like AEW, but you know, just other players, man.
Yes.
Okay.
So
let's move on with the list, though, man.
I'll give it a shot.
Definitely, I could see, you know, why D put these people on the list. But let's go on.
Well, if that's 75, okay, let's see where we at. Yeah, put up the next set.
All right, so we're going down. So we're going from 67 to 60. Go ahead, Julio.
Let's do this.
There we go. So we got
TJP.
Chris Statlander.
What? Hold on. Okay, I got something to say. I'm gonna let you go, D.
What?
Tell him.
Jungle Boy, 63.
Tell him. I was surprised.
Help me understand that logic behind that, D. What?
Yep.
This guy just competed for the AEW World Championship.
Exactly. He just competed.
He's got the most
right
buzz in AEW.
And he won
63.
Yes. Trust me. If you look at it, like, yes, he has a buzz, but what Trey Miguel, TJP, and Chris Bay are doing in Impact with the X Division, he is not above that. Because they're doing some crazy stuff, some good matches. And Julio can attest to this because TJP just had an Iron Man match
It's surprising.
with Josh Alexander.
Surprising, but
yeah.
Okay, but D, this man is literally probably the most over AEW star at the moment.
Yeah, but trust me, as we go on this list, there's certain guys that he's
50 and 0.
50 and 0.
Yes.
No, he got 50 wins. He got 50 wins.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's 50 and 0 as far as like his wins. He has 50. Well, not 0 because I guess he has one. He has 50 wins. That's a huge milestone. And he just competed for the championship, like Julio said.
But you got to remember,
how do you put him at 63? Come on,
there's NWA, there's MLW, there's Ring of Honor, there's New Japan.
Okay, so you're factoring in all the promotions and saying that as we progress on this list, they're doing more, or they have more of a bigger buzz. Okay, well, let's see.
Yeah, but it's a deep
buzz.
If you remember, Reese, the original list was 50. I had to push 25 more people because it's just so deep.
Okay,
Yes.
I still got.
Speaking of 50, we're hitting the 50s now, man. So
I think I'm gonna say what every single slide.
Honestly, I was the same way, man. But you know, the thing is, like, it makes sense though. I see why he put them on the list like that. You know, and you know, as we go on, you know, with the list. Well, I mean,
all right.
I'm interested.
This is
a great conversation. You know? Yeah, because I'm looking at one name on here. Well, it could be two, but I'm seeing one name on here. Bianca Belair. We're 50. I thought D, she might have been up there. As far as in the on the women's division.
Well, you gotta factor in how they've booked her since she won the title at WrestleMania. She's literally fought her only major match was probably Bayley in a Hell in a Cell, which was like the second match.
She could have been 70 in my book.
I mean,
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't like the way they're booking her, man.
Even Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley. She's fought Asuka and Charlotte since April.
So
Mind you, that's 3 months.
You know, piggybacking off of what you guys been saying as far as the booking, that's the issue with WWE. You know, they do a horrible job. They try to build something, but then they prematurely end it or they mess up. And you know, it started off a great buzz for her. You know, from winning at WrestleMania, and it should have kept that momentum going, but it started to dry out. I agree. I have hopes that is going to, you know, rejuvenate and pick back up. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they have her drop the belt soon and give it to probably, I don't know, Bailey or I don't know, Charlotte or someone.
True. So
Yeah.
we
You
got
got a lot of WWE
LA Knight.
guys up here.
Yeah.
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 I was wondering about him, man, because he's got a lot of buzz, man. He's good on the mic.
Yeah.
He's the $1 million
Who?
champion.
Oh,
LA
yeah,
Knight.
yeah.
Yeah, LA Knight. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vincent and formerly Mike Bennett, who used to be in WWE. Him and Matt Taven reunited. The
Yes.
feud between Matt Taven and Vincent. It was on their last pay-per-view. I can't remember the name of the pay-per-view, but it was freaking magnificent. And if you want Vincent, I put it to you this way: Vincent, are you familiar with Vincent character, Reese?
I've heard of him. Yeah.
Okay, his promos are a combination of Raven, Bray Wyatt, and Vampiro.
Oh, that's a big, nice combination.
And the guy is it. Like, he is it. He's got his own like group, and man, he reminds you a lot more of Raven. And the stuff him and Taven were doing, they had a cinematic match, but they wrestled in different like buildings or something. It was really crazy and stuff like that. That resulted in like a what was it? Like an auditorium with like a ring in there, and they tore up the mat and wood. It was just crazy. But yeah, I had to put him there, and even Bandito, which is a friend of Mr. Andrade El Idolo.
Hey,
And that boy can go.
might show up in AEW one day.
Quick. Let me ask
Yes.
you a question. Do you think those cinematic matches are going to continue now that we're opening back up?
Yes.
You think so? 'Cause I love them. I think it might be. I don't know.
It's gotta be- I think
you got a guy like Sting in AEW right now. You know he wants to do more with the company. You know he wants to have more matches. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me if they have a couple more. You know, more like how they did with the Undertaker.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. They'll probably do. Remember the backlot brawl between Goldust and Piper at WrestleMania? They might do that where it's half filmed and half in the ring and stuff like that. I mean, it saves on time and everything, and you know, on the body and stuff like that. So I think that's what it is. So that's was it 50?
Get back to the list,
52?
Before
We're
we
going
run
on
out of
51.
time, Reese has to
Yeah,
take
I'm at
off
50.
on us. Here we go. John Cena time. We
Here
are
you
on
go.
44 through 51. And this list really does surprise me right here, man. Like Santana and Ortiz have so much buzz on them right now. So much buzz on them. And they're at 47.
Yes.
I mean, I would have put the Acclaim at 47 and swapped them with Santana.
Yes.
and
For
Ortiz.
real. For real.
But here's the thing: the Acclaim is not doing what Shane Taylor Promotions is doing. They are the six-man tag champs in Ring of Honor, and they're definitely not touching what the Guerrilla Destinies are doing, which might possibly, and this is just speculation, you could possibly see them show up at New Japan Strong and have something to do with the Good Brothers.
Hey.
So
Hey, man,
that's
week
why.
3. Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I forgot to mention this early on. One of the reasons why there's not a lot of New Japan guys on here, like the list that we did back in December, is one, there was a lot of injuries. Will Ospreay, Okada, Tanahashi, but also they had a situation where they had to go reinforce COVID restrictions, where they had to cancel a few events. So that you know,
That made sense.
hindered a lot of people being on this list because you know you can't put somebody on the list if they're not wrestling. But I had to put Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae because what the hell they're doing in NXT with Dexter Lumis is freaking hilarious, man. That is gold. But also, I had to put EC3. He's got a pay-per-view, the narrative, that I believe he's fighting Matt Cardona.
Okay.
From what I've heard, it's amazing. It's something we haven't seen before. That's why he's high on the list. Also, Jacob Fatu and Alex Hammerstone. That is the match in MLW that everybody is waiting for.
Yep.
And if you,
I'm surprised that's not higher on your list.
Trust me, Julio's seen this list.
Right.
As we go higher,
let's do it, man. You got time for a couple more, man. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do it.
36 through 43, top 75 wrestlers with buzz. Man, this is a good one right here, man. I like this.
Yes.
You know what? I would assume this would be more in the 30s. Like 31, 32. Yeah, man.
But
I don't know, man. Sammy Callan has so much buzz right now, dude.
Yes, but see, here's the beautiful thing about it. Look at all these wrestlers that have a buzz from all these different companies.
Yeah.
We benefit from it. This is amazing.
Yes.
So,
hey, look, 41, man. Isaiah just winning the title too, man, which is great.
Yeah, I was gonna say Isaiah. Yeah.
Yeah, that hit row group. I actually was contemplating putting the whole group in, but he's more been the focal point, so it's like, not yet. But yeah, him winning that title, I mean, he's already getting momentum. The group's awesome. Top Dollar, his enforcer, that dude is badass.
Okay.
I had to put Fire and Flavor because those two young ladies, Kira Hogan and Tasha Steele, they're killing it.
No,
they're killing it on Impact.
And of course, Raquel Gonzalez.
Raquel,
yes.
I always used to say Raquel.
Raquel.
Oh, man. So I had to put her on there because, man, she's done a solid job being the NXT champion. Great quality work. Shout out to Triple H and Shawn Michaels. The way they've actually put her in the creative position they've done has been really good. My personal feeling, here's my thing. My personal feeling, and I watch all WWE shows, NXT is better than SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
It's all right.
Oh,
it's definitely better. It's definitely better than Raw, man. I give you that. Everything's better.
You think SmackDown is better? It's better now that the crowd is there, or what, Julio?
Honestly, I just feel SmackDown is, the main A show for WWE. So they always got buzz going into them, especially with Roman Reigns.
But do they deliver though?
Yeah,
they do. I think they do.
They do.
I say NXT's better, more on the creative side. Like there's a creative from top to bottom. There's just more creative depth as opposed to Raw and SmackDown, where think about it. How many repetitive matches we've gotten on Raw and SmackDown in the last 3 months? And NXT,
a lot.
Maybe a few, but it's been fresh and everything. So that's why I give them.
You don't watch SmackDown, Reese.
I kind of got turned off with a little bit of the storylines here and there. I mean, the Roman Reigns is probably the only thing that I was really interested into watching.
He still has. Remember what we said about the tribal chief? Like, he needs to add more people back in December.
Still, no more.
No.
Yeah.
One more twin.
It's like being a CEO of a company when it's just you and saying you're a boss and you run things, but it's just you. You're not really a boss over anyone else.
Yeah, but like I told D off air though, man. Like we gotta look at the bigger picture. This is his yard. Undertaker passed.
His island.
His island. He passed the torch down. To Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns, he is, the head of the WWE right now.
He's a big dog.
There's no one bigger than him.
But you're supposed to have some sort of stable with you.
True.
If you're
more people,
yeah.
Like the Nation.
You got Paul Heyman. Who else do you need? You got Paul Heyman, man.
Nation, corporation. I mean, the list goes on. When you had those big dogs running things, they had their reinforcements with them. So Roman doesn't have that. So that's the only thing I'm not really liking.
Well, let's speaking of lists, let's get on with the list, man.
I assume he's on the next one.
Here and eat. Bam! 28 through 35. This would make sense, man. Yeah. Who on this list right here, Reese, do you feel has the most buzz going right now?
I would probably say it's the Riddle.
Riddle?
That's
Yeah,
a good one.
I think Riddle, the whole arcade bro, is probably the most entertaining thing on Raw right now, and it's definitely over. So that's probably that's what I would go with.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So one guy that I was a lot of when I was putting this list together, I was like,
Bronson.
yes. So not
Yeah.
Bronson, but Fred Rosser, aka Darren Young.
Ah.
What he's doing in New Japan,
Oh, I
you
didn't know
have
he
to
was in
check
New
it out.
Japan.
You have to check him out. What he's doing. He's also, I forgot to put this on here. He's also in NWA. Look at his work that he's doing. It surpasses what he was doing with Titus O'Neil. It is amazing.
That's good.
He's had some pretty good matches against the Pope, Elijah Burke, who I was debating to put on this list, but he really hasn't done much.
I like the Pope
Or
too, man.
they haven't done much with him in NWA as far as the television champion. But Fred Ross, the matches he's had in New Japan Strong have been amazing. The guy is gonna hold some type of singles gold going into the second half. You know, as they have live crowds and stuff like that. And New Japan will be having live crowds for their Resurgence pay-per-view, I think, in July or August.
Nice.
Wow.
So yeah, I had to put him on there. Ethan Page, what he's doing in AEW. Julio, you said it. The guy's done. Oh my God, he's amazing as a heel.
He's dope. You know, he's got the promo skills. He's got the
yeah.
look. You know, he's just a matter of time before he gets a title in AEW, man.
Yep. I had to put Johnny Gargano. He's actually fighting Karrion Kross this Tuesday for the title, which he might win because if anybody who's been paying attention to what's happened lately, Karrion Kross, Bronson Reed, Tony Storm, Scarlett Bordeaux, and I'm trying to think of who else. A few other people have been wrestling dark matches on main event, so they quite possibly could be the people that are called up for the draft that's going to happen in August, late August and September. So Gargano might be winning.
Up, man.
Yes. And I had to put Hangman Page. The dude is freaking over. And at 28, I had to put Deonna Purrazzo. She is the backbone, the anchor of that Impact Women's Division. And I recommend you guys watch Slammiversary because what I've read from Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful, there's going to be some surprises.
Look at that. He says it with passion, man, with his eyes closed and everything.
Hey, I've messaged you guys a lot of things from Fightful and Sean Ross Sapp that have not been wrong. So remember, 2 months ago, I sent you news that broke out that Selena Vegas was back in the Performance Center training and stuff like that.
And now she's back, man. So let's get on with the list, man. I know Reese got to go soon. We got a couple more, man. We got 2 more, actually 3 more left. So if you want to stick around, cool. If not, we are
good. You good, Reese?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I can see it.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Here we go.
20 to 27.
Move.
We're almost there, man. We're just gonna count them down here. Let's do it. Sammy Guevara. I see why you put him on the list, man. Him and MJF, they went at it, man.
Phenomenal.
And it was.
Yes.
Now I kind of want to give you shit right now before you get off air. You might not make it for your dream match portion of it.
That should be up there a little higher, but you know. Sammy,
I know you had put
Sammy
Guevara for your dream match against Finn Balor, and I want to give you some ish, man.
Ooh, I want to
give you some ish, bro.
That's not what I expected. Why,
man?
Why?
Okay.
It's a good match. In my opinion, Reese, it would be a good match.
Let's hear him out, D. Let's hear him out.
It'd be a great match. It'd be a great match, man. But I don't think Sammy is ready, man. Sammy is not ready for an opponent like Finn Balor, bro. Finn Balor.
What else does this man have to do?
He will run circles over Sammy Guevara, man.
Oh, no.
This is Finn Balor, bro. Come on.
I know who he is. That's why I put him in my dream match.
I don't know, man. But that is a good dream match, man. That is a good match.
Come on, Sammy has gone toe-to-toe with pretty much every heavy hitter right now in the game. And you're saying he can't go against Finn. And I love Finn. Finn is phenomenal, but
I don't know, man. I
don't
just
see
feel
why he can't.
Finn is like a legend. He's kind of a legend, man. Like, what
I
do you think, D, man? You're
Sammy
keeping your mouth
is
he's the
No,
future. Sammy's the future.
I think that match would be very good because I believe Sammy is a little bit younger than Kyle O'Reilly, which he fought Finn Balor. That match, Finn Balor versus Sammy Guevara, with the moves that Sammy does, and with how Finn Balor wrestles, that would be a match of the year candidate.
Okay,
If
I'm not
that
giving.
ever, I said not if, when that happens.
Julio.
When
I'm
that
not giving
happens.
you. All right, I'm gonna take it back. I'm not giving you issue.
I like
that,
it. I
for
like
that
it.
match.
Yes,
I like it.
Take that back.
I'm
Take
taking it
that
back. But
I
am rooting for Finn Balor if they win on a match. I think Finn Balor would win this match. That's just me.
I'll tell you this: that type of match with their styles,
But it'd be a great
And
match. Definitely a
their
great
maneuvers, it would be. I would say it would be like
match. I'm going with
Eddie
Finn.
Guerrero. It would be like Eddie Guerrero versus Ricky Steamboat in their prime.
Okay, that's a fair
That's a-
comparison.
That's how I would see it, except with a lot more athleticism.
Okay.
But I would.
Yeah, way
That's
more.
how that's how I'd see it. But
I kind of see Sammy like he kind of reminds me of Randy Orton, if that makes any sense.
no,
Like a young
He-
Randy Orton,
no. Here's
No,
the
that's
perfect
two
example.
different-
They said it on Dynamite. You guys need to check him out. Gino Hernandez. He wrestled in World Class. Ray Flores brought up Gino Hernandez when we interviewed him. Check out Gino Hernandez from World Class Championship Wrestling.
Okay.
The dude,
Mm.
he had that attitude and that spunk. Like he's that.
I would have
Um,
definitely put Sammy over MJF though. That's just me though, man.
If-
I'm
you
not
know
a
what?
big,
With
I'm not
them,
an MJF fan, man. I don't like him. He's a jerk.
with
Really?
them, it was
He's a jerk,
difficult.
man.
I
Because
love the
He punched
jerkness.
Dean Malenko, man. That's
Pause.
not cool.
I would have punched Dean Malenko too.
He shouldn't be in the ring.
He's a heel. He's come on. He's solidifying himself as the top heel. You have to go after people like Dean and all the other heavy, the legends. You got to go after them.
Yeah.
And
So
he's young, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out
those
to
two
him.
guys. It was really difficult because you can easily swap
Yeah.
both of them because if there was a tie, like they're literally tied. So
Yeah.
it's like one's not better than the other, but because of the list, you got to put one that's just like
Sammy's a better wrestler. I
It's-
definitely say that.
Oh, absolutely.
Sammy's a better wrestler. MJF got
Yeah.
better mic
His
skills, but
repertoire,
Sammy
his mic, his ring work, all that is better than MJF. But
all right. So who else we got on this? Okay, so here's a guy. I don't know if you know about this, Reese. Nick Gage.
no.
And I got Matt Cardona behind him. The reason why is they cut a freaking awesome angle. And Julio, you remember this when I messaged you this while watching SmackDown. This went viral. Matt Cardona, so Nick Gage, outside of AEW, he's feuding with John Moxley, who showed up at a few of his events and attacked him. So Matt Cardona, he comes to the ring, kind of like dressed like Moxley. He does his whole thing, attacks Gage, takes his hood off. That crowd and that pop, Julio,
man,
that pop was amazing.
man.
And what they're doing, literally, you've seen a lot of people on social media. They're live tweeting SmackDown. They started tweeting about that. They're like, "Yo, this is."
I need to
What
see
the-
that. You might have to send me that link or something. So I
Yeah,
can,
man, you
Yeah.
gotta check it out, man. And there's actually a Dark Side of the Ring about Nick Gage. It's a crazy story,
Yeah.
man. Like, check it out.
Really?
Man. Yeah. Yes, check it
So
out. man.
he's-
So okay, I'm gonna check that out.
So yeah, with GCW, with what Nick Gage is doing with Moxley and Cardona, like those tickets are gonna freaking sell. And mind you, this is like almost like ZCW or something like that. So it's pretty out there. So we got 12 through 19.
Almost there.
Here you
Reese.
go, Reese.
About to get off here. What do you think?
Karrion Kross, the Good Brothers. Okay. Britt
We're
Baker.
skimming-
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. We're skimming through this just because
Absolutely.
we're on times.
Finn.
We're
Okay.
we're
wow. Finn is at the. Okay. Wow.
So Shingo
Who's
Tagaga,
17? Why
He-
do you have 17 under Tom?
Yeah,
Tom
who's that?
Lord,
what I
he is the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Champion. He's He's wrestled there, and he's wrestled in MLW. That dude is a freaking beast. He also had a MMA match. So he's doing like both. So what he's doing, like it's similar. The work he's doing is similar to what Fred Ross is doing, but like at an even more physical level.
Okay.
He's beating some damn
Check him
people.
out.
So you got to check out his stuff. Shingo Takagi, he defeated Bushi. Was it Bushi that had the title?
Bushi?
One of those guys. Yeah. Kota Ibushi. So yeah, he beat him for the title. So he's the New Japan heavyweight champion. Of course, Will Ospreay had to forfeit the title because of injury. So yeah, I had to put him there. Rush, Andrade, El Idolo's boy. And let me tell you, don't be surprised if he shows up on AEW with Andrade.
Maybe he's.
You heard it here. You heard it here.
Maybe
that's his boy.
Door, man.
Yep, that's the last forbidden door.
Well, that means I can tell where Andrade is going to pop up on this list.
Well, let's do it, man. Here we go. Number
Bobby Lashley.
11, you have Darby Allin. What do you think about this? 11 for Darby Allin.
A little too far up for me. I would have put Darby probably somewhere in the 30s.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's bad, but I'm kind of over. Well, you know what they're doing with Darby as far he's with the whole Sting. He's still with the Sting, right? Still doing the Sting.
Yeah, he's feuding with Ethan Page. They're not going to have a coffin match this Wednesday. I found out from Fightful because of what happened in Miami with the building collapse. They're not going to have that coffin match. Anything. They're going to do that for a later date.
So that's soon for the type of match. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The one I did have an issue with on this list, bro, I'm not going to lie, and I told D off air, was number 5. I don't think Jimmy needed to be up there. I think this whole year we've got a strong Jey Uso. He's made himself a singles competitor, and he's strong at it too. And I feel maybe he should have been in his own, not a tag team on here. What do you think, Reese?
I mean, I agree with you, but when his brother coming back, I mean, I knew WWE was not gonna let him push that singles road,
Sucks,
which is unfortunate, because now it's like you have to be the Usos, the brothers. Yeah. But we saw what you did for the first part. What was that, like practically a year by yourself, and it was phenomenal. So. As a tag team, I would not have put them up at number 5.
Well, here's the thing. You got to put them – you got to keep this in mind. They're a tag team, but because who they're aligned with, they have to be at 5. Because
so
without
what they're gonna do, just become like another 11th time whatever tag team champion again?
Well, here's the thing. Without them, Roman Reigns doesn't have that extra factor, that condescending, condescending person or people to be condescending to. He's just by himself. They add to Roman Reigns' character. So that's why I'm like, I can't put them any lower. Like, they're a huge part of one of the top heels in wrestling. I had to put Nick Aldis because what he's going to do when NWA returns, he's got champions lined up. And that's another guy, keep in mind, he might be showing up on AEW Rampage.
Isn't his wife a producer now for NWA?
Mickey James, she's producing that all-women's pay-per-view that possibly is going to have AEW women's wrestlers, Ring of Honor women wrestlers, Impact women wrestlers, and possibly Stardom women wrestlers, and Shimmer women wrestlers. So
we go.
I had to put the dude up there.
You got Bobby Lashley at number 4. You got John Moxley at number 7. Does that make sense?
I would say Bobby should be a 4.
Okay.
If everything goes well, hopefully we get Brock and Bobby at SummerSlam. But I heard there was talks of Goldberg and being the guy for Bobby, which we don't want. But
what about Rock and Bobby?
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
Nah.
Here's something that could possibly happen with Money in the Bank coming up soon. Bobby Lashley is in the money. Bobby Lashley, Biggie is in the Money in the Bank match. It has been kind of speculated that he win the Money in the Bank, and if Bobby Lash is pretty much going to beat Kofi Kingston at Money in the Bank, and
Cash
Big
in.
E will probably cash in and beat Bobby Lashley.
So guys, I am going to have to step away.
There you go,
Step
man.
out right now while I
Bye-bye.
see this. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to
Good
talk
one,
about
man.
this, but thank you for letting me come on this. I'm gonna
There
have
you
some
go.
words for you guys. Don't worry, and it's coming with the belt too.
There you go, man. Well,
Aw,
speaking
man.
of belts, thank you, Reese, man. We'll talk to you some other time, man. Keep in touch with us. It's a pleasure having you on here. But before you get out of here, man, can you let the listeners know where they can catch you, man?
Yes, you can catch me on all social media platforms at OnePlusMo, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the whole shebang. Follow me, all types of great, funny content, whole shebang.
Yeah, buddy.
And thanks again, guys, for having me on here. Y'all take it easy and be safe.
No problem.
Peace out, man. Send me a
All
plate.
I will. All right.
Let's get back to it, D. We're talking. We're at number 3 now. The top 3
Yes.
wrestlers, in your opinion, man. They have the most buzz, but
Going
I
into
do-
the second half of 2021.
I do agree with you, man. I think these 3 gentlemen right here, they deserve to be at 1, 2, and 3. You got my man Miro right here, who's the TNT champion for AEW right now, which is huge, man, because he's just squashing everyone, man. He's like the big bad bully in
Yep.
AEW, and I love it.
And I know a few people when they watch this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, how is he ranked higher than Bobby Lashley?" And the simple thing, Julio, we
He's got
talked
more
about this
buzz.
off air. But look at the quality of opponents.
True.
Like, look at how the opponents that they put up against Miro. They've made Miro. And, excuse me. This is a testament to AEW's creative. They freaking did a 180 with Miro's character, where he
Yeah.
went from this video game guy to where now he's like this freaking just out of this religious nut. Like, oh, thank you, Jesus, my savior. Thank you for my hot wife, and thank you for giving me the strength to demolish all my opponents. Like, what? What is that?
This is the real Miro.
But I mean,
that's what it is.
yeah.
man.
And here's the thing, Julio. Given by All Out, he might have his wife with him in AEW.
Hey, wouldn't surprise me, man. And you know what? I think Lana would do a lot better in AEW than she did in WWE. At least she wouldn't get
Man.
put through the tables.
Man, you know what? There's even if like you could possibly see her going to AEW, and just how they've been doing a lot of things lately. Like Andrade, like he's only appeared on what 3 shows, and he freaking comes across like a major star,
Yes.
like a major contender, and he
He
hasn't
is.
wrestled 1 match yet. So that's a testament to them. Again, a lot of these WWE guys, you know, some of you may watch this. Oh, they're not ranked higher. It's like blame that on a WWE creative. Like that WWE roster is deep, but the way they've booked them has been garbage.
Yeah.
As a few people I watch on YouTube, they say it's dog shit.
That's doo-doo.
It's dog shit the way they're booking these guys. Bailey, who else?
Sasha.
Sasha Banks, even some of the guys in NXT.
Yeah.
Randy Orton. Again, you haven't seen Randy Orton on his list, you know, because of what he's, you know, been. Cody Rhodes isn't on his list, more so because of just, you know, him being an EVP and just, you know, his wife Brandy, you know, having a child and everything. So he really wasn't preoccupied with any major feuds or anything like that. But yeah, Miro, I mean, he's up there.
He
And
is.
here's the thing. I would not mind seeing Miro versus Kenny Omega.
You know what I would not mind, man? I would not mind seeing a triple threat match between Kenny Omega, Roman Reigns, and Miro.
Ooh, man. That's, you know what? That's actually a pretty dope skill set to have in that match. Because you have Omega, who's kind of like the ultra athletic. You got Roman, who's like the power athletic. And then you just have Miro, who's just a freaking beast.
He's a beast, man. Well, Roman is
my
number
dad-
2.
Yeah, my dad, he compares Miro to, I don't know if you're familiar with Nikita Koloff from the 80s.
Yes,
You got to check him out.
I remember.
That's who he reminds me of. Like, he reminds me of Nikita Koloff. He's a beast, and I love
Big,
what they're
solid
doing with
guy.
him. Yes. Go ahead. You were on it. Number 2?
Yes, I was gonna say number 2. We got Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table, Mr. SmackDown. Man, I could see why you have him at number 2, man. I could definitely see why you have him at number 2. He's like Roman versus the world right now.
The only reason I like, again, a lot of people, there's been this discussion on social media for like the last month. I think Jim Ross sparked it with, Roman Reigns or Kenny Omega. The reason why I have Roman Reigns at number 2, and then again, this goes back to WWE Creative. Between Roman Reigns, Julio. Between Roman Reigns and Kenny Omega, who has had the better quality of opponents?
Ooh, man. I would say Kenny.
Exactly.
Man. Just because Kenny, he's just coming off the match at Moose. He's gonna go into a match with Andrade pretty soon.
He fought Rick Swann.
He's fought with Swan. He fought against Orange Cassidy. We've seen what Orange Cassidy could do.
Pac.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Kenny Omega, man.
Ray Phoenix.
There's really not
Penta.
many guys that you can put against Roman in WWE right now, man.
And you know what the sad thing is? They have the guys that do it. They haven't put them in a position for us to get behind them to believe, man, they're a threat to Roman. Like, it's that. And also, if you think about it, Julio, they've had a lot of guys that Roman already faced.
Yeah.
So you're kind of not like, he beat them. You're not invested in it. So, again, Roman Reigns is probably the top heel, but as far as going into the next latter part of the year, that's the other thing. We already kind of got an idea of Kenny Omega in front of a live crowd because they had Double or Nothing. They've had small crowds at Daly's place, so we got an idea of where he's at. With Roman Reigns, we don't know. And what could possibly happen, Julio, is the damn crowd could start cheering him.
I mean, like you said earlier, man, let's think about it, though, man. When did he become a heel?
With no crowd.
Like what made him a heel? Like how is
they
he
never explained it?
So
remember,
maybe he's not a heel. Maybe he'll come back, like you said, the crowd would cheer him.
Remember, I said this in our text message. If you pay attention to when he came back, they never explained why he's a heel. He just speared the Fiend, speared Strowman, gave a bunch of attitude. Then the following week, he's in the back talking to Heyman, which is like, wait a minute, why is Heyman with him? Then Heyman cuts a promo. I didn't pick him. He picked me. Huh? But the guy that you represented, Brock Lesnar, beat the shit out of him for like 3 years in a row. Like, how does that make sense?
Exactly.
So, I mean, excuse me. It's gonna be crazy when crowds come back. I think I'm more interested. I'm not excited. I'm more interested in WWE going back to live crowds and how everybody's gonna react.
Because, I was just gonna say that, man.
Because like all the other ones, like MLW, Ring of Honor, Impact, NWA, AEW, even New Japan, Strong. Those crowds are gonna be. They know who they know. But with WWE, the way they've done creative badly and mismanaged a lot of talent, and then you add on Julio, how they with all the releases and stuff like that.
Yep.
That crowd is gonna hijack every freaking show. You see it.
And another thing is, like, for people like me, you, Reese, we watch AEW, we watch WWE, we know the product, but we don't understand what the WWE universe is thinking about it. We don't, we have our own opinions on it, but we don't know what their opinion is. Because, who knows, man? Maybe, King Nakamura and, what's the other guy's name with the guitar, man?
Boogers,
yeah. They could probably be the
Bogans.
hottest thing, man. They could be the hottest thing when the crowd comes back. You just never know.
It's going to be really interesting. I think I told you yesterday, there is word that there might be another set of releases in WWE.
That sucks.
Hey, that's what happens when you try to sign everybody so they don't go to the competition.
Hey, Now look where the
That's what happened.
competition is, man. It's everywhere.
Exactly. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But going into 2021, that's the list of wrestlers that I see that have the buzz.
It's a great list, man. Honestly, I give you props, man. It probably took a lot to put this list together, man, because it's not easy, putting some people over other people, especially people like Bailey, Sasha Banks, Randy Orton, and like Mo said when he was on the show, I kind of thought the same thing. The Acclaim, they would have been a little higher on the list, but them being 75, it's like okay, it's kind of an eye opener, on how you view AEW and the wrestlers.
Yeah, and you know what? It's more so just the depth of talent that's out there as far as all of wrestling. Like, there's 25 other wrestlers that you probably can think of that are like, man, we could do this list to 100. And they're like,
or
think about it.
Kind of list.
Here's the thing: we didn't even have Jeff Cobb on there.
It's true.
We didn't have El Phantasmo from New Japan. We didn't have him. We didn't have Rick Swann on there.
Yep.
We didn't have Eric Young, who's doing crazy stuff in Impact Wrestling.
I love what he's doing right now, man.
We didn't have Pac on there. That's 5 guys right there. So that's 80 wrestlers we could have done. But
Ray Phoenix, but he's injured.
Yeah, that's the list of wrestlers that I see that when crowds come back on the second half of the year that they got that buzz that they're gonna go there. I see more of the wrestlers outside of WBE, as far as AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor, that they're gonna go to another level. I really don't have much faith and trust WBE's creative process to build up people.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out to Sean Ross Sapp. He mentioned something yesterday during his post-game show or post-show of SmackDown. He's like, people are chiming in, oh, they have this guy, they have that, they don't have this guy ready. He's like, that's not my fault. They script the damn show. You can script someone to freaking be the next guy. Yep. Like, there you go. So
they put them in the position. They could have put Roman in that seat a long time ago, but it's timing. Timing and everything.
I forgot what wrestler it was. They said, "Can you imagine if it wasn't Seth Rollins that turned on the Shield? It was Roman."
Ooh,
that would have been amazing.
Yes,
that would have been amazing. Aligned with Triple H.
Seth wasn't even on the list.
That's another guy. And you know what? Again, he's kind of like in the Cody Rhodes situation where
he's a kid.
He's expecting, and so it's like I really can't put them on the list because we don't have enough to put them on there. Yeah. But don't you have a show on Mondays?
Hey man, let's promote this show before we get out of here. My show with DJ Young Homie and Jazz of Fierce, of course, the Wake Up and Win show, Mondays and Wednesdays, 11 to 1 on Logic Radio. Don't forget, download the app Logic Radio wherever you get your apps, Google or Apple, and also we're on Spotify, Google, Deezer, iHeartRadio, all that good stuff you already know. And big shouts out to Home Team Pizza. We give free pizza out Mondays and Wednesdays to the winners out there who tune in, and it's courtesy of Home Team Pizza, 1363 West Ohio in Chicago. So if you ever want some free pizza, all you got to do is tune into the Wake Up and Win show and leave that little pizza emoji in the comment section, and we'll bless you with a free pizza courtesy of the Wake Up and Win show and Home Team Pizza and West Wing Entertainment. But let's get on with this the Rasslin Talk show. We got
sounds like you went to school for that.
A little bit, right?
Let's go. Dream matches, baby.
Cool, man. Let's get on with the dream matches. So I'm gonna go with my first. D is not a fan of my dream match. I'm gonna put it out there, man. He gave me a lot of ish about this. He kind of made me feel a little slow about this, but I don't care. I want to see this match. I think these guys have a lot of buzz on them. Regardless of what D says, Lee Johnson from AEW, Big Shotty as they call him, man, he is the ish right now in AEW, man. He's the future, man. He's doing his thing. He's with the Nightmare Factory right now. But I want to see him go against the new champion, my man Isaiah Swerve Scott, man. Isaiah's been doing his thing too, man.
So I got a question for you, Julio.
Yes.
What drew you to have this match? Like, why? Like, what do you see? Like, what do you what is it that you see about the match?
I'm gonna be realistic with you, man. Okay, I was watching Dark, I was watching NXT, and when I seen Isaiah win the championship, it just kind of reminded me a little bit of Lee Johnson. He kind of like, the way he moves, his in-ring work, and then when I was watching Dark, I kind of see, Big Shotty comes out to the ring, he's a big guy. He comes out with the Nightmare Factory. He doesn't look like he's part of them. He looks like he should be doing his own thing, but I feel like him and Isaiah have kind of the same in-ring chemistry, the in-ring, like, I don't know. I just feel like they'll have a great match together, man.
Okay. That I see that now. With Lee Johnson, the way he works in the ring and Isaiah Swerve Scott, I could see that being a really good, you could say somewhat technical match. I don't see it more so. I don't see it fast paced. I see it more technical, especially the way Lee Johnson has performed in a few main event matches with Cody on Dynamite. So that'll be a good one. Go ahead. We'll probably see that match in 5 years. Maybe. Depends on, the way WWE's going.
Yeah. Oh, you never know, man. We could probably see Lee Johnson in NXT next year. We just never know, man. But I don't see that happening either. No, go ahead. Regardless of the fact, man, I think they'll have a great match. I'm a big fan of Big Shotty. I think he's the future, of AEW. Him, along with Sammy Guevara and all these other young guys. So, and Isaiah Swerve Scott too, man. He's just had a lot of buzz, with him these past couple months in NXT, man. And it's, I don't think we're far off from seeing him in the main roster, man. But I just hope they don't do what they do to all the guys that come to NXT. I hope they don't waste him, man, because that's the talent right there, man. He's got his faction going right now. He just won the title. He's got a different style. It's not the same. It's not like the Street Profits. The Street Profits have kind of that, urban, basketball, street mentality. These guys have more of, the hood, the righteousness, come on, beat your butt, man.
Hit Row reminds me of a more urban and more grittier Undisputed Era. Yeah, there you go. They replaced them. There you go. They replaced them. There we go. Well, let's get on with your dream match. We did Reese's earlier, but yours, man, this is a good one right here. Boy, give me a Falls Count Anywhere street fight. Wow. The amount of blood and gruesome that we'll see in this match, just, I don't know, man. This will be crazy, man. Think about the match that Santana and Ortiz had with Best Friends, that parking lot brawl. If you remember that. Yeah, I do. Now do that with the Briscoes. And the Briscoes ain't no boys to mess with, man. These men are savages, bro. They are savages. If you remember, like their feud with Gorillas of Destiny before the pandemic, man, that was a physical, violent feud. Yep. That was, man, oh my goodness. But this match, man, with Santana Ortiz's style and vibe and how they work in the ring, also with the Briscoes. Yeah. You know what? It's almost like they're wrestling mirror images of themselves. And the Briscoes just with their style, man. And you know what's crazy? Right now in Ring of Honor, they're feuding with each other. They brought the dad in. Wow. Like if you check out Ring of Honor, I think their latest episode on their website, I was like, what the hell? And hey, they just got that. They got that swag. But hey, you know what? This is a match, Julio. Yeah. There's another one we might see within a year. I think so, man. And I'm a big fan of the Briscoes, man. I've been watching them for a while, and their work, what they're doing right now in ROH is it's incredible. Like you said, they're going against each other. They're bringing in the dad. So, and it kind of looks like Ortiz should be part of the Briscoes. I don't know, man. He just kind of got that look to him. Man, I don't care who's a part of who this match. Man, if again, there is some rumbling and speculation that Ring of Honor is going to join this whole the group with AEW, New Japan, Impact, and I hope so. NWA and stuff like that, which it's inevitable with Andrade and Russia's relationship that we've seen on social media, and also Ric Flair. Yeah, I mean, they're presenting what's possibly going to happen, and oh no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, well, guess what? Stranger things have happened this year, so I wouldn't put it past them. But yeah, man, that's my dream match. I look forward to it. But yeah, man, that list of 75, man, I gotta admit, it took me 3 days to do it, and I revised it maybe 30 times.
I can see why though, man. There's a lot of, did you have trouble like numbering them, like putting them in, certain orders or no?
You know what? It all came down to who, like for instance, like Matt Cardona. Like if you just take away the GCW, he's lower. But then you add on what he's doing, what he did with Brian Myers and Nick Gage. It's like, nah, that dude's got to go.
I'm surprised Brian Myers is not on there.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's like, think about it. Do you put Brian Myers ahead of Danny Limelight? Do you put Brian Myers ahead of W. Morrissey?
Oof. Yeah.
So it's like, man, you can't, that's the whole thing. But yeah, man.
Regardless, man, he's the most professional wrestler out there. So
yeah. It was a fun list to do, Julio. It was a fun list to do. I'm
glad watching this. Join us too.
If you're watching this, expect more lists from us.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're probably gonna do this more often.
Expect more shows too.
Yeah, we're gonna be like AEW. We're gonna expand on this night and that night. Actually, that might happen. That might happen. But yeah, man, it was a fun list. Yeah, it was a lot of wrestlers that could have been added on there. And again, by December, we might have a top 100 list like PWI. So, and that was my influence. Shout out. Yeah, that's shout out to Bill Apter from Pro Wrestling Illustrated. That's where I got the idea from, because I used to read his magazines from Pro Wrestling Illustrated, and they always had the top 100 wrestlers. Mind you, this was in the late 80s and early 90s. That list was, that list was deep. Like deep.
We should bring it back and just read, see if we are familiar with some of the names on there.
Man, you know what? I think I should. I think I could get a magazine. I think I could get a magazine and see how it is.
Cool.
But yeah,
we gotta talk about what was buzzing back in the day.
Yes. Oh my God.
That'd be good, man.
Yes.
Well, regardless, man, don't forget you guys join us next week for more wrestling talk, more insight on wrestling and what's going on. AEW, ROH, New Japan, NXT, of course, with WWE. But we'll be throwing more content on our social media, so don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on all social media platforms right there on the ticker. And for those of you that are not listening, we'll put it on the visuals so you guys can check it out. How about that? D, it's been a good one, man.
Yes, it's been a good one, and I'm hungry, and I don't want to take a ride to Reese's house because I don't want to lose my parking space because people do not know how to park in my neighborhood, as you've seen the picture. So yeah, I'm gonna find something to eat. No, I'm not. No, I ain't paying that extra surcharge. No, I got some bread and some peanut butter and jelly. I'll make me a sandwich or something.
You guys, we are out. Shouts out to everyone out there. Shouts out to my ladies, my girls, Emily, Julie, and the beautiful Elation. And of course, my mama. And shouts out to Dee, the encyclopedia of wrestling. We'll see you guys next week with Wrestling Talk.